As I read your assessment, your job is to annotate and answer the questions. Time allotted, 50 minutes for part 1 and 2 combined. Part 1 directions. Each of the questions or incomplete statements below is followed by 4 suggested answers. Select the answer that is best in each case. 1 answer. Question 1. The diagram shows where a layer of rock is called the Tamiami Formation exists in Florida. The table lists the types. Fossils found in Tamiami Formation: barnacles, mollusks, corals, plankton. Which conclusion about the Tamiami Formation is supported by evidence in the diagram and table? A. The Tamiami Formation is shrinking in size as new fossils are created. B. The Tamiami Formation is currently growing in size as new sediments are deposited. C. The part of Florida containing the Tamiami Formation was once underwater. D. The part of Florida containing the Tamiami Formation is currently below sea level. Question 2. The map shows where glaciers existed 250 million years ago. Which explanation is supported by the data on the map? A. Glaciers formed in the locations shown on the map because of a change in climate that caused the southern hemisphere to experience an ice age. B. Glaciers at one time covered most of the continents in the world, but the glaciers melted, and the areas on the map are places where glaciers still remain. C. There is evidence of glaciers in the areas identified on the map because the current climate in those areas still supports glacier formation. D. There is evidence of glaciers in the areas identified on the map because the continents were once located near a polar region, but then over time, the continents moved apart. Part 2 directions. Questions 3 through 5 are free response questions. Question 3 is worth 12 points and should take about 20 minutes. Question 4 is worth 6 points and should take about 10 minutes. And question 5 is worth 5 points and should take about 10 minutes. Read each question carefully and completely. Write your response in the space provided for each question. Number 3. The diagram shows layers of rock A, B, C, D, E, G, and H, and features F and I in a geologic profile. This question should take you about 15 minutes to complete. Write a scientific explanation to support a claim regarding the sequence of events that occurred in the area represented by the profile. In your scientific explanation, include your complete claim that lists the sequence of each rock layer or feature from oldest to youngest that occurred in the area represented by the profile. The relevant evidence that supports your claim that has been analyzed and interpreted. The science concepts that support the evidence. Your scientific reasoning that shows why the evidence is important to link the evidence and the science concepts to the claim. Number 4. The maps show how the locations of Earth's continents have changed over time. This question should take no more than 10 minutes to complete. A. Compare the locations of the continents on all 3 maps. Explain why there appears to be more change from 135 million years ago to today compared with 50 years ago to today. Include evidence from the maps to support your explanation. B, explain the process that caused the continents to change location over time. Number 5, the map shows the locations of the Appalachian Mountains of the United States and the Caledonian Mountains of Northern Europe, including the British Isles. A scientist proposes that these two mountain ranges were once part of one landmass. This question should take no more than 10 minutes to complete. A, what additional evidence not shown on the map could support the scientist's theory that these mountains were once part of one landmass? Explain why this evidence supports the theory. B, explain the current theory for why these mountains separated. Identify another feature from the map that supports this theory.